Hey everyone, we're back. It's the iWealth podcast. We're flipping the script today. I have all these people that ask me, like, who's this guy that's on these videos with you? Like, where does he live and who is he and how do you know him and whatever? Do you pay that guy or what is he? So this is my buddy MegaMatt, and he's with me today. And I just wanted to give you a little bit of flavor and background on who Mega is. But I'll start this. I'll tee it up. So. Okay. So here's the very first time I met MegaMatt. So, and he's in Mankato, by the way. So I call him on the phone, and I had a guy tell me, "Hey Brad, you should advertise on this billboard," and "Hey Brad, you should do this commercial," so on and so forth. So Matt had did a commercial for a local bank, and so I call him on the phone. And I'm like, "Hey, I'm this guy that has this investment thing in Waseca, and I'm thinking about doing a commercial. Tell me why I should do that." And he looks at me and he's like, "I don't think you should do that." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And so we went back and forth, and we ended up making those videos, if you remember, that are on my website that have like the 7 or 8 different videos. You're like, that's where you need to spend your money, not in this commercial. So, anyway, that's what? How many years ago was that?
And it worked, didn't it?
And it did work, and you were right. It
totally worked.
And you were right. Yeah, you were right.
It's a great way of storytelling.
Yeah.
People want to sign up for the story.
Exactly. But anyway, what do you do, and where'd you grow up? That kind of thing. Just give me a quick.
So just a Mankato guy that loves video production, and in particular, I love the storytelling part of it, and I love figuring out who all of these individual clients are and kind of how to use your words, kick the ball down the field as far as you possibly can. And I think that out of all of the mediums out there, this video element is the most powerful. There's just nothing else that touches it. And if there was, I would switch to that in a split second. Yeah. But as far as being able to bring people's stories and what they're passionate to like a large group of people, there's nothing more powerful than good high-end video production.
Yeah.
And that's kind of been my jam since high school. So I've got 20 years and 8 million different videos that we've made, and millions and millions and millions and millions of views on all of the different platforms.
Yeah.
So that's kind of my jam.
I can't imagine all the content. I mean, I've seen a lot of your work. You and I have been buddies for a while. What's the most, so if somebody was like to do it yourself at home and they're going to shoot a video, what's the number one thing number 1 or 2 things that person should do if they're like at home, do it yourself, or what do they got?
So if they want to put out some piece of content that's actually worth it, I think making quick little chicken nuggets of information, because everyone makes big giant whoppers, is a really key idea still. And so I like having little pieces of information. Everyone has a different piece to the puzzle, and in my mind, God's always given you 1 or 2 superpowers. Well, the rest of the world doesn't have those superpowers, so what can you share with them? Okay. Well, how you structure that information: 1, chicken nugget, so don't make a whopper, make a little nugget about that particular topic, and people tend to like that. Within that, if you start with the word "you," right? Okay. It helps the audience, because then you're speaking to them. So you make it about them at the very beginning. Pose a question at the beginning, because then they're not thinking about you as a presenter. Right. So what is the question? Well, whatever you're going to talk about. Right. And then from there, leave them with some amount of value. And so if every one of the videos that you're making has some amount of value, then you're usually a step in the right direction. Right. And then rinse and repeat. And it doesn't matter. The starting line, in my mind, is about 1,000 or 2,000 videos, and then you've made the starting line. Wow. When people make it to 1,000 or 2,000 videos, they're at the starting line, and then from there, something good is going to happen. But most people never make it to the starting line. Right. And so I've helped a lot of people with that starting line, and there's only a couple of clients that have made it to the point that like we're actually making content that people care about. But it takes 1,000 or 2,000 times of going through the process before, 1, you have even a tiny little audience, and then 2, you've learned yourself how to communicate in a way that is inspirational. And again, we've both made it to the starting line, but we're really only at the starting line. Yeah. And once you get past that, then really cool things happen, but most people never make it to the starting line. Yeah. And what's interesting, when you and I were making these videos, at first I wanted to sit up tall and look all proper and preach to people. Yeah. And what we've learned, or you've helped me learn, is it's more about just give away, right? Just give it away and help people. And it comes back tenfold. It's the old reciprocity thing. But back to the video thing real quick. What's more important, video or audio when they're shooting it? Usually the audio, because anyone can go and pull out their iPhone. In fact, even the stuff that you're watching is as good as the iPhone. That doesn't matter, but having
Right.
some decent audio on it
Yeah.
always helps more, because that's really the differentiator between amateur going out to do this versus somebody that's going to be a pro. And you guys are all going to be a pro. You're going to be a pro. I know you're going to be a pro.
So there you have it. Today's topic was meet the man behind the mirror, right? Which is MegaMatt.
And a lot of times that's what I get to do is a mirror. That's a lot of what I get to do is
Yeah.
how do I become a mirror and
Right.
help people take whatever they have and blow it up bigger. It's like a mirror that's concave or convex, whichever one blows it up. That's me.
And what he didn't tell you is he is married. He has a beautiful little daughter. He's got family around him. He's a local guy and just a great guy. So there you got it. You got to meet MegaMatt. Have a great day.